Show. It's a celebration of hacky, pukey radio shows and DJs from across this great nation of ours.
Be aware out there today, there seems to be something in the air besides the fall weather here.
Oh, my God. Would you just kill yourself?
I
would go home and just swallow a shotgun.
Crank up the crapola. It's Jocktober.
There's a person stranded. There's a show. It's stranded.
I love that.
That is funny.
What the hell was that?
Happy Jocktober, everybody, from your friends at the Opie and Anthony Show.
Let's all do it.
There was no joy attached to that sound.
Today, for Jocktober, we feature a show out of Tampa Bay.
Wow, the picture just says it all.
Now, Sam,
I'm looking at.
I'm a little confused because we did a mix station yesterday. How could there be another mix station in America?
Well, yesterday's mix station was all the best mix of Boston. Today's mix station is all the best mix of Tampa Bay.
Oh. You think they have a different mix?
You got to mix different elements in depending on the city to get the very best mix.
Hence, mix.
Mix.
Yeah.
She's very Nancy and Chris, and she looks like she has like a mouth like Goldie Hawn. She has kind of a cute mouth.
A little bit, yeah.
And she has hair like Bobby from Taxi.
And their little Nancy and Chris logo almost looks like the Brady Bunch font. Yeah.
Let's not forget they also have Frodo and Juno.
Yeah.
What do they do? Wait, I'm excited now.
Those guys are like sidekicks. Juno's a girl and Frodo is a guy but sounds like a girl.
Frodo.
He's a guy that sounds like a girl?
Yeah.
As in, oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
They also have one of the great features on their website is Hunk of the Day.
Hey, who's today's hunk of the day?
It's just kind of shirtless guys. So it was pretty, at least there's something to look at while you're listening.
The holes got together and just went, there's always girls on websites. We should have the hunk of the day.
Hunk.
Okay. Ooh, look at this hunk. He has nice buns. Shut up.
Can we do retard of the day?
Mongoloid of the day, please. Let's do it.
We'll start with E-Rock just to keep it fair. Can we please do that, even if it's on some obscure fan site somewhere?
Wherever.
Just start it. Maybe it's on Anthony's new site. Maybe a little. All right, well, it's Nancy and Chris on Mix 100.7 in Tampa Bay, Florida, with Frodo and Juno.
Yeah.
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 What else can you tell us about the show? Now, this Nancy and Chris, are they making believe they're a married couple on the air? Are they really married?
No. My gut is that, judging by the picture and the material on the show, Chris is probably not married.
Oh.
But, no, Nancy's kind of the edgy, funny one.
Is she?
In the group, yeah.
Do you think Chris is permitted to be married or not in certain states?
Not in all states, necessarily.
Oh.
All right, we're going to start Retard of the Day. It'll be on a website soon. The Nancy and Chris song. What's this about there, Sam?
Well, you know that free credit report commercial where they're singing and do? What they did is they parodied it and made it kind of the lyrics associated with their show.
You're talking about the commercial with those downtrodden young gentlemen that are playing, and they're always in some crappy job.
Yeah.
Where they're talking about how they don't have good credit, yet they're walking around areas with people that really shouldn't have good credit, but they switch things around for politically correct reasons. I hate that effing commercial, by the way, just for that reason too.
Why?
Because it's just a bunch of young white guys complaining about how their credit is lousy, and they're walking around certain company, let's say, especially in this latest commercial, where people are typically known to probably have worse credit. But they're the ones with bad credit complaining about how they have to take this lousy job because they have bad credit. There's a lot of those commercials around. I complained about one a while ago with a certain bank called WAMU. You remember that? They got into grave trouble for lending to people that probably shouldn't be lent to. And what it was it was an African-American gentleman leading around a bunch of old bankers and ordering them around. And the bankers, all they cared about was money. And he was just telling people, come on in, we'll lend you money.
Yeah.
Hey, good luck to you, WAMU.
Now this boring.
Sorry, went off on a little tangent there, didn't I?
Now this boring radio company.
Maybe Earl's right.
This boring radio company we work for, they're not going to allow us to do Retard of the Day. That would be edgy, fun stuff that people would check out on our website. Could we at least do Chunk of the Day on onaradio.com?
What if we called it Tard du Jour?
It sounds
delicious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds fancy.
Yeah, well, here we go, Ant. We got a lot to do here, so let's do the parody of the Free Credit Report commercial.
Why are all the bankers white? Like, why can't they have one? If you showed, like, why can't you have one black banker that's getting corralled by the unblack guy?
Because that doesn't make sense. You got to just have a bunch of old white guys with the black guy, and the black guy knows more than the white guys. He knows like this more. I don't know. He's a little more progressive than the old white guys that don't know anything except money, money. We can't lend them money. What are you talking about? Yeah, that worked well.
Well, with that, let's get into this.
Please.
Nancy and Chris do a little song parody about that.
1, 2, 3.
Well, I was surfing for a morning show, which one's me? A bunch of cranky guys who are not funny. And then I stumbled on this woman who's whack, and now I'm driving off to work with a built-in laugh track. N-A-N-C, that's Nancy. F-U-N-N, so funny. Chris and Frodo and cute C-T. Laugh so hard, I thought I was gonna pee. So instead of listening and getting mad, my ribs are tickling from the giggling, and the morning's not half bad. Nancy, Chris, Frodo, C-T. Next morning show's the one for me.
Nancy is a C-U-N. That would have rhymed, too.
Yeah, it would have worked.
Why don't we have a little song to start our morning?
That sounds fantastic.
I think we're the cranky guys who are not funny.
Well, but we're not on in Tampa, so they're like talking to some hacks. Some shock jock hacks in Tampa, probably.
O.P. and Anthony.
Yeah. A-N-T-H-O-N-Y. Opie and the douchey guy. You're the douchey guy, Jim. I'm sorry.
I don't want to be the douchey guy. I want to be the sweet boy on the side.
All right.
Continuing with Nancy and Chris out of Tampa, working for that mix station down there. The gang does a story about a woman who exposed herself to teens while playing Truth or Dare. Count the holes. What does that mean, Sam? Count the holes.
You know how we normally do the hole test to find out if the woman is a hole?
Yeah.
That's a racist.
There's like a whole bunch of people on this show. So you have to count how many holes there are.
Wow, that's a lot.
Oh man, there's yield signs all over the place.
We'll see.
This is
maybe zero. But
this is a really hot story. You got a woman exposing herself to teens while playing Truth or Dare. The teens are obviously guys that want to see an older woman naked. So what's the problem here?
Here's their show. Just the holes, putting the big brake on everything.
Don't go there.
It's a joke in the middle of the street with a bunch of skid marks before it around.
A joke. Look out. No, stop.
Gonna get edgy here. Oh, no, we're not. That's right. We have holes to protect us from that.
Dateline, Edgewater, Florida. 43-year-old woman was arrested after being seen running at a Central Florida public park naked during a risque game of Truth or Dare.
The music. First thing I notice is the music.
Yeah, well.
What is that?
Keeps you interested.
Oh, thank you, Sam. Sam always knows about. You're like a student of these shows.
I've listened to a lot of them.
You have, so it keeps you interested.
He's been suffering through these shows for over a month.
Okay, it keeps you interested. Thank you.
Why wouldn't you do porn music if you're going to throw a little music under it?
How about what you're talking about, keeping you interested, keeping the audience interested? Well, you don't need some wacky piano music going on in the background.
How about some Benny Hill music?
Yeah.
This is a really hot story. Let's see where they ruin this for everybody.
Truth or Dare. Jennifer Russell of New Smyrna Beach. Smyrna. I love that. Faces charges of lewd and lascivious conduct and for showing her Smyrna. Well, she was actually, this is bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a grown-up. She's doing this with teens and providing them with alcohol.
Oh, no. Okay.
This is not good.
No, I didn't like it.
The guy doesn't like it?
The guy's
You're such a liar.
The guy's the hole.
You're such a liar. You don't like it.
Well, there was 3 holes there.
Yes.
Because there was Nancy, there was Chris, and then there was some other broad in the back going, uh-oh.
Wow.
Nancy's the edgy one, though.
She is a little
Don't be
edgy.
confused. She's a female, but she tries to get a little edgy, and it's the guy who was stopping her.
He was going to get into it. Like, they were going to get into it, and then when he found out that she was around teens,